I sat through Badass Ravi Kumar, and I still don't know what I just watched. The film opens with a disclaimer, logic optional. At first, I thought it was a joke, a clever way of telling us to switch off our brains and enjoy the madness. But as the film went on, I realized it wasn't a joke, it was a warning. This movie isn't just over the top, it's beyond that. It takes the loud, exaggerated action of the 80s Bollywood and dials it up so high that it stops being fun. Instead of an entertaining throwback or a self-aware parody, Badass Ravi Kumar is a bloated, chaotic mess that seems to have been made with just one goal in mind, to glorify Himesh Reshammiya, and it fails even at that. Here's what I could piece together from the absolute chaos that was happening on screen. Somewhere in the world, there's an old school film reel, yes, actual film, not an Instagram reel, that contains top secret missile codes. A Pakistani villain named Zaid Bashir wants it. Now I don't know if he's a general, a businessman, or just a guy with a lot of free time, but the movie doesn't bother to explain either. All we need to know is that he's from the enemy country. And to hammer home the cliche, he's played by Manish Wadhwa, the same guy who played the evil Pakistani general in Pathan. Zaid joined forces with Carlos Pedro Panther, an arms dealer who also happens to be a Taj Mahal enthusiast. Don't ask why, because the movie never explains it. Carlos is played by Prabhudeva, and while he does bring some energy to the role, his character is so bizarre that you don't know whether to laugh or to cringe. Now you'd think a film reel containing national security secrets would be locked up in a high-tech vault somewhere. But no. It's casually hanging around with a femme fatale named Leila. How do we know she's a femme fatale? Because she has a bob cut and smokes. That's the film's only effort at character development. Interpol finds out about this deadly reel and immediately decides to send their best man to retrieve it. And by best man, they mean Ravi Kumar, played by Himesh Reshammiya. Let's talk about Ravi Kumar, the most badass hero to ever exist, or so the movie desperately wants us to believe. He's so badass that he once threw a corrupt politician out of a helicopter and only got suspended for it. He's so badass that he wears a leather jacket in the middle of a desert. He's so badass that when he shoots his triple barrel gun, goons go flying in all directions. He's so badass that he only speaks in punchlines. His dialogues, written by Bunty Rathod, are supposed to be the film's biggest attraction. But there's just one problem. They make no sense. The movie is packed with dramatic one-liners, but none of them land because there's no build-up. They're just thrown into random scenes, as if someone wrote them first and then built the movie around them. Lines like, जो रवि कुमार से उलझता है, उसके फोटो पे हार चढ़ जाता है, might have worked in a different film, but here, they just feel forced and hollow. But the real problem is Himesh Reshammiya himself. It's one thing to play an over-the-top action hero with self-awareness. But here, Himesh doesn't even try to act. He just exists. His expressions barely change, his delivery is flat, and his action scenes are so stiff that even the exaggerated VFX can't make them look convincing. The film warns you up front, VFX 80s style. That's not a clever throwback, it's an excuse for terrible action sequences. Some of the most ridiculous moments include Carlos Panther playing an assault rifle like a flute, Ravi Kumar disguising himself as the float to steal a necklace. Don't ask how, because the movie doesn't explain it. Johnny Lever dressing up as a sheikh just so he can say, Wallah Habibi, ye marega kabhi bhi. A single song sequence turns into 6 different song sequences, because why not? By the second half, it felt like I was watching a fever dream. The film just kept throwing random action, music, and one-liners at the screen, hoping something would stick, but nothing did. The sad part is there are some genuinely talented actors in this movie, but they're all wasted. Sanjay Mishra and Johnny Lever are reduced to one-note comic relief. They mostly stand around cracking forgettable jokes. Sunny Leone plays a honey trap character because she barely has any impact on the story. Saurabh Sachdeva and Prashant Narayanan, both fantastic actors, play cops, but their roles are so bland that they might as well have been extras. Kirti Kulhari, who's proven her acting chops in multiple films and web series, is given nothing to do except look mysterious and smoke cigarettes. It's frustrating to see so many good actors wasted in a film that doesn't even try to use them properly. Even if you switch off your brain and go in expecting mindless entertainment, Badass Ravi Kumar still manages to disappoint. It's not funny enough to be a parody, it's not stylish enough to be an action spectacle, it's not self-aware enough to be a guilty pleasure. It's just exhausting. By the time the movie was over, I wasn't even frustrated, I was just tired. I know some films are so bad that they're good. This isn't one of them. This is just painful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.